Hello and welcome to Manga 96, and today we are going to talk about high school DxD. Today's topic will be the Gremory family. As one of the most influential families in the demon world with their wealth, status and power, they do deserve a video dedicated just to themselves. In this video I will cover their family in general and the members of the Gremory family who I haven't yet covered, so I won't be talking about Rias or Grafia in this video, so if you want to learn more about them, go check out the videos I made about them. But before we start, here's the spoiler warning, as I will be spoiling a lot of things in this video, so if you don't want to be spoiled, I would highly recommend that you go and read the light novel, as it is an enjoyable read. For everyone else, let's start with who the Gremory family is in general. The Gremory Clan is one of the remaining devil clans of the 72 pillars and one of the highest ranking and famous devil families, with their rank being a duke. The next head of the family is Sirzechs Gremory, followed up by Milicas Gremory. The house that produced the current Lucifer, members of the Gremory Clan are characterized with their red hair color and their powerful demonic powers. The Gremory Clan are beings with extraordinary affection among the devils. As such, they do not discriminate themselves with their servants. The Gremory Clan has a territory that is about the same size as Honshu in Japan, and also has a vast number of castles for its kin. A very rich territory, it also has a developed industry. In the clan's territory is an area with a well-shaded forest and a mountain range filled with high mountains. One of those mountains is taller than the highest mountain in Japan, Mount Fuji, with an elevation extending 4,000 meters. There is also a huge lake in this area, where Litifa Vepar has taken residence. Underground there is a large training space with a separate training space for Ise, given to him as a celebration for becoming a high-class devil. Moving on to Sirzechs. Sirzechs Lucifer, formerly known as Sirzechs Gremory, was the Satan Lucifer who was in charge of domestic affairs prior to the events of the Evil Dragon War. He is the former heir to the Gremory clan, the eldest child of Zecticus Gremory and Venelana Gremory, and the older brother of Rias. Sirzechs is also the husband of Grafia Lucifago and the father of Milicas. Known as the Crimson Satan, he is the former leader of the four great Satans who ruled the underworld, with the former title of Lucifer. His spirit is said to be the strongest group in the underworld. As a Gremory, Sirzechs is shown to be very kind and caring towards others, preferring to have things sorted out through talking instead of fighting. He also has a very laid-back personality, preferring to do things at his own pace and causing his wife to punish him for it. Humorously, when he is up to his usual antics, the mere mention of his wife's name is enough to make him apologize immediately. However, Sirzechs does have a serious side, which he has only revealed twice, during his fight against Creuser Asmodeus and his confrontation with Hades. Sirzechs has shown to have an unbreakable and selfless determination to protect the people he cared about, even if it means sacrificing himself. During his youth, Sirzechs joined the Devil's Civil War after his huge horde of innocent devil children was unreasonably killed by the old Satan faction, solely to prevent any more victims. When Trihexa was revived, Sirzechs chose to join the never-ending battle against the apocalyptic beast in the isolation barrier in order to prevent it from endangering the world, even if it means millennia of separation from his family, including his beloved wife Grafia and his son Milicas. Sirzechs is considered as a siscon because of his deep love for his younger sister Rias, and as an overprotective and loving father for his son Milicas. Sirzechs also has a childish and playful side shown when he deeply enjoyed posing as Satan Red while playing with his son Milicas, but then becoming upset over his son choosing Opie Dragon over Satan Red, acting in a jealous manner. He is revealed to have a perverted side, which is directed solely towards Grafia, as he stated to Ise that he is free from distraction when he gropes his wife's breasts. As for his past, when Sirzechs was born, he floated in the air, releasing the power of destruction, which was so powerful even when he was a newborn. It could disintegrate or deform surrounding furniture and decoration without a trace. None of the doctors could touch him, except Venelana, who held her son and asked her husband Zecticus on what his name would be, to which he replied Sirzechs. At 17 years old, in the Gremory Castle town's public hall, Sirzechs would play piano and sing nursery rhymes with children. He was very close with the people of the Gremory territory, attending a social gathering attended by Beelzebub's relative. He got into a fight with the prince by protecting the heir of Oryx until Grafia intervened. Sirzechs fell in love at first sight with the silver-haired beauty. He is also the childhood friend and a rival of Adjunct Beelzebub, both being extremely powerful. In the past, there was a quarrel between the Old Satan faction, who wanted to continue the war against the angels and fallen angels, and the Anti-Satan faction, who wanted to prevent this for the sake of the devils. Sirzechs at the time was an ace of the Anti-Satan faction alongside Adjunct, and was even called a hero. The result of the quarrel was the fleeing of the Satan faction to the end of the underworld and the creation of the current Devil Society. It was also during that time that Sirzechs met Grafia and fell in love with her. They would meet in secret during the Civil War. The two of them eventually married each other after the end of the war between the Old Satan faction and the Anti-Satan faction. Sirzechs was originally the intended heir of the House of Gremory until he became the Satan Lucifer, passing the right to his younger sister, Rias. As for his relationship with Issa, Issa has been in a good relationship with Sirzechs ever since he won the match against Riser. Sirzechs has faith in Issa and Rias' love for each other and considers Issa as part of his family, even asking him on multiple occasions to call him as Big Brother. He showed anger at Issa's death and, like the others, wanted to avenge him, as shown when he threatened the Greek god Hades. He was also happy to hear his spirit was still alive. In volume 17, after Issa defeated Euclid, Sirzechs noted that Issa was a brother he could be proud of. Issa was deeply saddened when Sirzechs sealed himself to fight Trihexa. Sirzechs has also openly expressed interest in making Issa a Satan in the future, even suggesting an honorary 8th position just for him. Moving on to Zecticus. Zecticus Gremory is the current head of the Gremory Clan. Coming from the Gremory Clan that has extraordinary affection, Zecticus has demonstrated an extremely kind disposition. He is similar to his son Sirzechs in that he is a laid back and has a playful side, as he likes dressing up as his clan's mascot Gomorian and playing the part. Also, like Sirzechs, his antics get him into trouble with his wife, and he becomes frightened when she catches him in the act of fooling around. As for his past, little is known of Zecticus' past, except that he married Venelana Bale and eventually fathered 2 children, Sirzechs and Rias. During the Devil's Civil War, he and his clan joined the Anti-Satan faction in order to stop the Satan clans from restarting the Great War. When Sirzechs became the Satan Lucifer and lost his right to become the head of the Gremory Clan, Zecticus made an arrangement with the Phoenix clan for his daughter to marry Riser Phoenix at some point before the series. Also, at some point he honed his cooking skills in the human world. As for his relationship with Issa, he at first was disappointed at the fact that Rias did not marry Riser to connect the families, but later accepted his daughter's content of loving Issa. He soon became fond of Issa and became good friends with Issa's parents and accepted him happily into his family, even wanting Issa to call him father. Like Sirzechs, he also shows great faith in Rias and Issa's relationship, although he often embarrasses the two, more often Rias. He also supports Issa's harem. After Issa proposed to Rias, Zecticus tends to embarrass Issa by referring to him as Rias' fiancé. Moving on to Venelana. Venelana Gremory, before Bale, is the current lady of the Gremory Clan. Venelana has been shown to have a serious personality, being strict to her children, but at the same time cares deeply for them. She can seamlessly switch her demeanor from that of a proper young noble lady to that of the head lady of the Gremory family. Venelana can also strike fear at others when she is angered, such as her husband Zecticus. Venelana is quite the intelligent woman when it comes to the business world, as she has got a talent in finding hidden gems that have not yet been properly evaluated on its true price. Due to having good connections, she was able to create a huge business out of a rare crop that only people who live in the countryside know, or crafts that native makes. She was able to make them popular in the city of the Gremory territory. As for her past, Venelana is the eldest daughter of the House of Baal that is famous for the power of destruction. However, due to Venelana being the daughter of the second mistress, she did not have the right to inherit the clan. She was known as the Brunette Ruin Princess, an alias which would later be passed to her daughter, before her marriage, and was stated to be the strongest woman from the House of Baal of all time. She eventually married the current head of the House of Gremory and gave birth to 2 children, Sirzechs and Arias, both of whom inherited her power of destruction. As for her relationship with Issa, like her husband, she was also very disappointed at the fact that the engagement between Arias and Ryza was broken off. However, she since grown fond of Issa, with Issa having some lecherous thoughts of her because of her youthful appearance and how she bears a striking resemblance to Arias. She teaches Issa how to dance, dying gracefully, and become a proper gentleman so that he does not embarrass Arias at social events in the underworld. She accepts her daughter's decision to love Issa and has come to like Issa and accept him into the family. She supports the idea of the harem and tells Issa to always protect the girls and keep them happy. Last but not least, Milicas. Milicas Gremory is next in line of the Gremory clan after his aunt. Milicas is shown to be a well-mannered boy. Despite his young age, Milicas is shown to be a very responsible, even planning about his future peerage. He also prefers being referred to as Milicas rather than Milicas Sama by the people close to him. As for his relationship with Issa, Milicas has admired Issa since the day they first met, calling Issa Ni-sama, which means older brother. In fact, Milicas' closeness to Issa is displayed when he chooses Opie Dragon over Saturn Rat. Because they have a brotherly relationship, he even asks Issa to call him by his name without honorifics, due to feeling lonely about Issa calling Rias by her name, which made him very happy when Issa did. Issa is also Milicas' soon-to-be uncle. With this, I covered everything that I wanted to cover on the remaining members of the Gremory family. And that will be all for this video. If you like this video, leave a like, leave your thoughts in the comments below, or subscribe to the channel for more manga reviews and One Piece content. And until next time, take care.